What is up, guys, and welcome back to the video. Actually, it's been almost a week since I've filmed anything at all, due to the fact that, one, my voice, because we were mowing, and due to the fact of how tall this grass was and how bad it was overgrown and everything like that, and I guess where we live at, my voice was completely shot. I couldn't talk at all, could barely even breathe almost, to the point of things. But right now I'm getting ready to install this downspout drain thing on here real fast and get it pushed out somewhere over here like all the other ones. That way it's one less thing leaking into the foundation. We also have some storms about to hit too, so we might be inside sooner than later. So probably not the exact way to do this, or the best way to do this, or the right way to do this. I don't know. Either way, I don't care. I had some actual screws to do this, but I don't have a thing for it, and this is not working. So I said screw it, use some self-tapping screws, and done it all around this. We'll give it a day or two and we'll see how well this works, and hopefully this shoots that off some other way. And I'm gonna try to aim it off to the side somewhere to where hopefully that works a lot better than what we had. Next part is trying to get on top of the house maybe and do that stuff, or it's about getting up into the attic to fix the thing in there. Either way, I gotta get the ladder out. Well, due to the fact of it downpouring outside right now currently, don't look like it, but it is. We're inside now, and we're going to try our best to get up in this attic part and see if we can get up into it and then see what's going on up in there, and possibly go to the point of fixing where this little support beam is down. So give me just a second to get this down, and then we'll hopefully be able to see what's going on. The side I thought was the side that was bad, had the beam that was off place or whatever, is not this side up here in this little garage part, that part down. So I'm gonna attach that back up here to the part up there. Then we gotta go to the other side of the house with the ladder to my kids' room, and we gotta see if we can go up through there and find the piece that's missing and that's hanging off a little bit. We gotta get it up in that little spot, so I gotta go grab the ladder real fast, put it up in here. Hopefully, providing the fact that this ladder's gonna fit in here, but try to get it up in here and see if we can find where the beam is at. It's not the best place thing in here because it's against the wall, but we're gonna try to come up in here, get that pushed up and open or down and open, however it goes. Trying to light up in there and see what we can find. I found it. I don't know if I'm gonna climb up here with you guys because I'm currently on a really sketchy one. I have to put my feet way up here to get to it, so I can show you, but it is up here. So that one right in front of you guys, that's the one that's off that I gotta climb up in there and screw back into place, hopefully with a couple different screws if I can, or knock it into place and then screw it in somehow. We're gonna find out how smart this is. We're gonna send the young, or my oldest, up there with the flashlight, and he's gonna try to go up there and to where he can be the person holding the flashlight for me. I got this. I got this. You're fine.
You scared me.
You're okay. Be a big boy. You're all right. Do you want me to do it then?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back down then. Hopefully I don't fall in from the ceiling. That white beam right there, that's one we gotta get attached back. I'm gonna try to stay on top of these, that one and get over there to it. Pray it all works out that way. I don't know if it's going to, but we'll see. And then we also gotta take note of this wood that's over here. Yeah, all that stuff. I gotta take note of that stuff too. So it is hot as crap up here. I'm just letting y'all know that now. Try to hammer this in a little bit, see if it actually go in. It will not, so we're definitely gonna use these screws and do our best to screw this back into place. But I also found pre-done wiring thing that they done over there. I might check that out here in a minute. Might try to go around a little bit into here and see how they've done a lot of this wiring stuff, because I see a lot of this wiring stuff that's done, and I kind of really want to know how they do it. That way I can try to learn real fast. So that may be a thing I do off camera, but I'll try to do this on camera with you guys, that way you guys can see. And I'm also on top of things trying to figure out exactly where places are leaking at, so I can take notes of that stuff, and where things might be messed up at, where I can take notes of that stuff too. Like, I'm just trying to do like a general take notes thing. That way over time we can get things fixed. I have you literally right in front of it on a stick. Hopefully this will help you guys be able to see this, and hopefully I'll actually be able to sit here and do this stuff with you guys. Not. We might have to hit this thing back out, or hit this in as much as we can. Ow, that's hot. Holy crap. I got it done. Got it back into place as much as I possibly can. Hammered it in, screwed a couple more things into it, but it's good. I'm hopping back down because I'm sweating. I'm gonna start the video off by saying I can already tell my kids are gonna love it out here because it just rained and they're out here just jumping all up in these mud puddles. We're gonna have to definitely take their clothes off when they get inside. They're not going back home to our apartment like that at all. I wanted to show you guys something. If I can get back on this roof, I'm gonna show you guys real fast before hopefully it starts downpouring. I found almost every single spot that is gonna need redone. Look at that. My dog's trying to get up on here. He thinks he can get up on here. Anyways, so this one for sure needs recaulked. I don't think it needs the gasket. It just literally just needs the caulking redone on it. White one up there needs redone. The big one on the other side. One way over there. They're all literally just need recaulked. It's not the fact that they need a new gasket on them. They just need recaulked. So it's like cutting off the old caulking and putting new caulking on it is what it needs. Or it's leaking on the top part. It's not leaking from the bottom part. I'm also gonna have to get out here on a sunny day and go completely along the gutters all the way around the house with a trash bag and clean all this stuff out so where it drains better and proper. This right here is the only side that is actually clean. From over here all the way around, it's completely filled up with stuff, and on the front of the house it's completely filled up to the max with stuff, so that's why it's not properly draining out. They're out here just jumping in the water. I remember being a kid doing this stuff. This is why I'm not getting mad. I'm letting them be kids. We can take their clothes off, we can put them in the dryer, and we can dry their clothes and all that type of stuff. So before all that storm that's coming hits us again, letting them be kids, letting them have fun. Neighbors over there, their electrical pipe is literally like 2 seconds away from falling that way and breaking off. Between inside painting and outside doing stuff, outside stuff has got to wait till it gets done raining and probably a new day, because I still got to spray down the entire yard, which by the way it is mowed now. A guy at work came and mowed the yard, so shout out to him for doing that, because he put his zero turn on the highest setting. It still took him about 2 hours. Either way, it was worth it in the end for him to do that. He went up to the front, helped me cut down the front yard too as much as possible before it was too late. Plan is if I do get a lawnmower of any kind, a riding lawnmower of any kind, to have some kind of shed out here in the back corner somewhere, in the very back corner somewhere, and then have it propped up on some stuff to where it's not just touching the grass, and then having the mower out in that to where my garage is free space to where I can actually do stuff I want to do. I'm gonna quit rambling. If anything else happens tonight, I'll let y'all know. When my wife gets here, I'll go through and look at the paint with you guys, and we'll talk about the paint. Alrighty guys, we're back. My wife finally got here. We went ahead and brought some supplies / utensils and everything else over here to keep on getting the house ready for us, because I told you guys we're gonna wait for my wife to get here so she can explain it out to what we're doing. So we're gonna go to the living room and I'll let her explain it out to what we're doing as of right now so far. So we have the one gray wall done. We were starting to paint the white walls. Then we realized that we didn't want it just plain Jane white in here, especially me. So right now, that's what the gray wall looks like. And on camera with the lights, it looks amazing. But we're not liking how the white is turning out. It's way too bright versus...
And not only that, but with these two walls alone, I've had to put 5 different coats of paint, of white paint. I mean, don't get me wrong, yes, there was darker beige color on the walls, but it got to the point where I was frustrated. Because if you look at the wall behind my husband, it's atrocious.
Yeah, as you guys can see, there's no TV up here. And we got the colors up on the wall of what we're trying to look. You guys can see where we were trying to paint.
No, you get that.
We'll show you guys where we're trying to paint at and how it was looking so far. But now we're going to show you. So
this is okay, not this. Not this. This is what I mean by it was getting atrocious. These are color samples of our accent walls. We're leaning more towards the sage green.
We're leaning more towards this one.
We got sage green, olive green, and a paradise green, but we're leaning more towards this. It doesn't offset it, and I really like it.
Yeah.
This is the color scheme. And
on camera, it pops out more than what we see on here.
Yeah.
But
because with this, with these two color combos and then the accents of black throughout the house, it'll make it look a lot better. And in my all honesty, and all honest opinion, I like the sage green a lot better. All walls in the kitchen are going to be gray, so which meaning we are 110% going to have to move the fridge and the stove in order for us to get behind those. But we have a little bit of wallpaper up there that we got to get down, and a small smidgen of it right up here that we still have to figure out how to get down. But all of the cabinets are going to stay black. I don't want to hear nothing in the comments about it. I do want opinions on the hardware. These are kind of like a stainless steel gray color, and they're really nice. They are, but I don't want too much gray in the house. I was thinking more of a bronze or a gold look with them, or even, I would say white, but that's too much. But either a bronze or a gold, but let me know. But we will be moving this little hidden contraption for our trash from here to over there, and we will hopefully be getting a dishwasher right here because there is a plug-in in there.
That's the plans as of right now. Is so far it's going to be painting the entire house gray for right now, a light gray color, and then going back and deciding if we're going to actually paint the accent wall sage green, go through with that idea. The other thing that we're already talking about and confirming with each other is we have 3 lights right here. We only have 2 lights right here, then we have 1 light right there. If I can figure out how to get another light over here and drill it out and do all this type of stuff, I'm gonna put another recessed light over here, 2 more over on this side over here. But again,
then eventually change this one out above.
change that one out to the actual white color it's supposed to be. If I can figure out how to do the wiring stuff for these lights, then I'm gonna go back in and get that one done. We're probably gonna cover up this one that's here because it's right next to another light. So we're probably gonna get this one somehow, some way covered back up to where we don't have to worry about that. And then figure out a way to get this one covered back up exactly. And then we'll see if we decide to add any more in here or not.
I honestly think covering up those 2 and just adding this one will look just fine because we don't need too much lighting back there. It's more of add one here, cover up that hole, and then add recessed lighting
now. The other opinion that we're trying to get on this is in here, in this room, we're trying to figure out what kind of lighting system other than the one that's right here. We're trying to figure out the lighting system in here, see how we're gonna do that. I'm thinking about putting these honeycombed lighting things that they have for like garages and up all that type of stuff up here. I was thinking about doing it up here, but I have to figure out a way to get this drywall piece right here cut down to size to fit back up in there, and then bolt or screwed back into place on both sides. That way it actually stays in there, and then we can paint back over it, put the tape over it and all that type of stuff. Make that look as nice and neutral as possible. We have an electrician coming out Monday to get the hopefully electricity problem solved in here. As anyone knows, this is just absolutely atrocious. It's not supposed to be like this. A lot of this stuff is supposed to be separated out on both sides. It's not, obviously. Really all it is about just taking all these wires that they have on both sides and just pinning them into their own spots and making sure they're not touching main ground wire stuff coming in. And then getting the panel put back on and making sure it actually fully gets rode out like this says, getting it rode out onto there to where we know what everything is. But if anything else is an update, we'll let you guys know. Alrighty guys, nothing. I think I'm figuring this out slowly as I'm doing this stuff. I'm gonna wait to get a stud finder tomorrow, or if I have the one I still had, maybe use that, I'm not sure. Might have to buy another one. So this person tried to sit there and line this stuff up, but I'm pretty sure he started on that side over there and worked his way down because this is not lining up and it's out of the wall. And no matter how many times I've put 1 or 2 different nails on this side and it's still not going in and staying in versus down there. So I think if he would have lined it up on this side properly and then went that way with it, he could have just trimmed some off on that side and just had it match up with the trim over there and been good. But because he started over there and didn't go to over here, now this side's all messed up. So I'm not gonna lie, we may personally have to sit there and take this trim out and redo it and cut it ourselves. I think it's gonna be the same way right here too, because a lot of these are like that. To where I think we're gonna have to sit there and use a stud finder and make sure we're hitting studs anytime we're nailing these things in, to where we're doing it proper, hopefully. We're going to take the big 5-gallon bucket that we have that we bought. We're gonna try to take that in tomorrow to get that converted to this gray paint that we have here, and that way we can finish painting up all these walls. I'm gonna try to paint these walls out the way I saw on TikTok, where these guys were doing it with one big thing. See if we can get it done faster that way. If we can, cool. If not, then it is what it is. It's currently going on 11 o'clock at night, and we're about finished here with painting. We had supper. Kids are watching TV and laying down because they're sleepy tired. But we got that wall. That was one that was already done. We got most of this wall done. And most of that was between me and my wife both. She's doing paintbrush. I'm doing the roller. I can definitely tell you that I'm not good at painting, but I'm learning slowly. I'm spreading it too thin right off the bat. I'm figuring that out. And then we got this one. I've done that wall twice because this one was my first wall. That one's finally looking better, but it's taken her going back over it to actually make it look not good. But anyways, it's definitely coming together, and I'm definitely liking the light gray look a lot more than
The real question is, are you liking the light gray with the white trim?
yeah, to an extent. I like the light gray to an extent. Part of me is still liking the black with it. I'm not gonna lie. I see the black on that, and it makes it look really nice to me. So I don't know. Well, that's just one of the things.
Until we get these walls fully painted in here, and get all of the outlet covers back on, we get curtains put back up, we get the TV put back up, it'll all slowly come together to where you're like, wow, this actually looks really good.
Either way, we still got a lot of things to do. It's slowly coming along. We're gonna slowly get there. It's just a way for us to look back on everything and see how far we've come with this house from when we bought it to however long this goes.